Here we are again, we are back once more, and yes, we are coming to you live from the birthplace of the English language. It is English Addict, live from, oh my goodness, it's England. It's a busy one today. It's very busy. In fact, we have lots of things to talk about. Hi, everybody. This is Mr. Duncan in England. How are you today? Are you okay? I hope so. Are you happy? Are you feeling good? I hope so, because it is a brand new month. A new month has arrived. We say goodbye, January. Some people were complaining about January. They were saying that it was too long. I think most people, if the truth were known, I think most people hate January. And maybe even this month might not be everyone's favourite month. February as well. But there is always a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel, literally, because the days here in England are slowly getting longer. Yes, we are slowly getting more daylight, and already the sunlight is starting to shine into the kitchen. We always know that that is a good sign when the sunlight starts coming into the kitchen. Anyway, I'm Mr. Duncan. I'm one of those up there. Can you see I'm an English addict? Technically, to be honest with you, I should not be here today because there is a teachers' strike taking place. All of the teachers are going on strike here in England. But, of course, I do not belong to any unions or anything like that, to be honest. I am independent, so I don't have to go on strike. In fact, I'm not. I'm here right now with you live. And yes, we have made it all the way to the middle of another week and a brand new month. Yes, it's Wednesday. I don't know what's wrong with my throat. I hope I don't have what Mr. Steve has right now. I hope it's not happening. I really do. Here we are then. I'm just drinking some water. I made the mistake today, by the way, of drinking water from the tap. So normally I drink some lovely fresh bottled water, which has come from somewhere beautiful and natural. But today I'm drinking water straight from the water tap. And to be honest with you, I will be honest, it's not very nice. What about you where you are? Do you ever drink your local water? Can you turn on your tap and drink the water straight from the tap? I wonder if you can. So it has a strange taste sometimes. Certain parts of the UK, the water apparently is of very poor quality. But it all depends on where you live in the country. But what about you? Can you drink tap water? So can you just run your tap, fill a glass and drink the water without having to worry about it? I know in the United States there are certain parts of the USA where, well, let's just say the water is not of a very good standard. Here we go then, we are back, and I suppose I should address the one thing that people are asking about. Mr. Duncan, how is Mr. Steve? Well, if you were watching on Sunday, you will know that Steve was not actually here. However, he is here today. He is right here. Not in the studio, but with me. And I suppose I should leave it to Steve to explain what he's going to do. And here he comes. Here is Mr. Steve coming up right now. Are you ready, Mr. Steve? I wonder if you are ready. Here he is. Steve, are you there? Can you hear me? Oh, there he is. Hello, Mr. Steve.
Oh, Mr. Duncan, how are you? Let me just take this thermometer out of my mouth, Mr. Duncan.
Okay.
I mean, this is an old thermometer, a mercury thermometer, so I don't want to talk and crush the glass and get poisoned with mercury.
Good.
Let's have a look. What is my temperature? Let's have a look, Mr. Duncan. Not very good. My temperature, according to this, is 5.8 degrees. Somewhat where it should be.
Wait there, Steve. I think we have a problem actually with our microphone.
A problem with the microphone?
A problem. Now let's just see if I can sort this out. We have a problem with the microphone apparently. Well, I wasn't expecting that today. Let's just see if it's working now. Mr. Steve,
Yes.
can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes, because you're just in the room next door. There are disturbs on the audio. There is a problem. The sound is not clear.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes, because you just...
I think we're okay now, Steve.
Are we okay now? Right, I'll start again. So I was taking my temperature. What I was saying was, can you hear us? Shall I repeat everything or shall we wait to see if you can actually hear what I'm saying?
No, it's working all right now, Steve.
It's working out. That's brilliant. So I was taking my temperature. I was saying that this is an old-fashioned mercury thermometer. I don't think you can buy these anymore. So there's mercury in this thermometer. And obviously I did have a temperature with this damned COVID. The second time I've caught it now.
Yeah, that's the point I was trying to get to. That Mr. Steve now has COVID. It's official. Now we weren't sure, were
Yes.
we? We weren't sure if it was COVID.
Can you see that?
No, it's too bright.
You probably... anyway,
No,
I did a test this morning.
just explain to us what's going on.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I did a test this morning and it's still positive. Oh yes, because on Sunday, of course, we didn't know what I'd got, did we? No,
No, we
you're
had
right,
no
Mr.
idea.
Duncan.
No, on Sunday you just had a cold.
On Sunday I had a cold. On Sunday night it was confirmed as COVID because I did a test.
Yes.
And I've done another one this morning, and I've got a giant red bar on the two big red bars. So hence I'm separated from Mr. Duncan. Now my temperature, according to this, now it has been above normal, but according to this right now, it is way below normal.
Oh.
So if we've got any doctors watching, my temperature, according to this, is 35.8 degrees centigrade.
Yes.
Which, according to the data I've looked at, is hypothermic. So I'm not warm enough, Mr. Duncan.
Oh.
Okay. But my temperature's always low. But anyway, I've got everything around me that I need, Mr. Duncan, in order to survive the next week.
Yes. Can you show us your paraphernalia?
Well, these, of course, are very important. The flow tests to
Yes.
make sure whether I'm negative when I'm negative, and that I can go and cohabit with you again, Mr. Duncan, because we're sort of in isolation at the moment.
Well, yes. Good. Well, the amazing thing is, and a lot of people have asked how I am. So not only is it about Mr. Steve, it's also about me as well, because, well, I might catch coronavirus from Steve, but I haven't. So far, I don't know how I've done it.
Fingers crossed.
I have not caught coronavirus from Mr. Steve. So
I've been very angry, haven't I, Mr. Duncan?
you have. I think Steve is secretly annoyed.
No, not because you're not getting it, but because of how I caught it. I'm so sick and tired of selfish people who... So this is the second time I've had COVID, and both times it's been from the choir groups that I'm in. People turn up to rehearsals and they've got a cold. Well, they think it's a cold. Nobody's bothering to test anymore. So they come to these rehearsals, they're sick, they're coughing, they've got sore throats, and then it turns out the next day they send an email out and say, "Oh, I've got COVID." And then, meanwhile, they've given it to everybody. If you're sick, stay at home. I'm furious because this has really ruined this is going to be a week out of my life which is gone. And just because somebody decided to turn up to a rehearsal who was sick. Now, even with COVID not around, it's not fair to go out and give your colds and flu bugs to everybody else that's around you. No, anyway, that's my rant for the day, Mr. Duncan.
I think the sensible thing is anyway, I'm not just talking about COVID, of course, but any cold or any fever, if you feel unwell, don't go to where there are lots of people.
It's different when it's work, because if your work is saying you've got to go to work, if you're not sick enough to be in bed, then fine, that's work, it's a different thing. But when it's a hobby, don't go spreading it to everybody else. So if you're watching, I'm going to have a word with you next time I'm back to the rehearsal. Right, so I've got everything around me, Mr. Duncan. I've got tissues, plenty of those. I just scared off a pigeon, by the way, when I did that. Plenty of tissues. Mind you, I've always got those around me anyway. And paracetamol for those aches and pains. Ibuprofen. Got to be careful with those. They can give you stomach problems. But I've also been trying a raft, Mr. Duncan. A raft, it means a lot of things, doesn't it? A whole load of things, alternative medicines that was hoping would make me feel better. So I've got the tried and trusted vitamin C. I have zinc lozenges. I have vitamin D supplement. I have garlic tablets. That's about it. Echinacea. I've also been trying echinacea. Now I've tried all these, and guess what, Mr. Duncan?
Guess what?
None of them have made a slightest jot of a difference.
No, but on a positive point, at least the vampires are staying away.
That's true. So I did quite a lot of research on all this, and apparently nothing really works at keeping a cold away. So don't waste your money on it, is what I would say. Just make sure you're healthy and look after yourself. I've taken plenty of anyway, enough about me, Mr. Duncan. I'm not the only one who's not feeling very well. Christina's not feeling well today. She's got a toothache.
Oh.
So, get yourself over to Buenos Aires, and Claudia will fix you up with a free tooth fix.
Is that what you call it?
Yes.
A tooth fix.
Is Claudia on today? I haven't a chance to look at the... Mr. Duncan has got me the live chat here on his phone.
Okay. So what's happening on the live chat?
This is Mr. Duncan's phone, which is now highly contaminated. You're going to have to sterilise this phone afterwards, Mr. Duncan. You won't be able to use it.
Okay.
Because I've been covering it in...
That's a very sensible thing to do, by the way.
It's very good at shielding, Anyway, I'm joking, Mr. Duncan.
Well, how can you be joking? You're actually coughing on my phone.
I know. I'm only joking. So what have we got on the live chat? Well, Double Sash is here today, and is saying that they love February. It's their favourite month because it's their birthday month.
Well, somebody else is having their birthday this month.
Somebody else is having a birthday in February.
Who is that?
Me! It's me, Mr. Duncan. I'm having a birthday in February. I must admit, it's very nice sitting down. It feels much more... I feel more relaxed sitting down than standing up. So maybe this is a way forward, because I can see you and hear you.
You look almost too relaxed.
No, exactly. Yes. I was thinking, Mr. Duncan, we've been talking about going on holiday.
Yes.
I was thinking that maybe we could go to Vancouver in Canada.
Why?
Well, they've just legalised heroin.
Okay.
And, I thought, what a chance. We could try it, couldn't we? I mean, I've never tried drugs before. Well, bit of a lie. But not the hard drugs. So I just thought, well, let's go to Vancouver. My sister's son lives in Canada. I'm sure we can go and stay with him. And then that's going to be a holiday destination, isn't it now? Vancouver. Anyone who wants to try heroin, go there. Because it's now legal in Vancouver.
Ah.
Can you imagine? I don't want to comment on that, except just to mention it.
You seem almost too excited.
I just find it unbelievable. But there we go. They think it's going to work. So let's see let's stand back and see what happens to Vancouver. I can't see that being what's going to happen, do you think, if you legalise heroin?
Well, it isn't. I suppose you would describe that kind of drug as a hard drug, even though there was a time when it was given out as medicine to people to help them relax and cure all sorts of things. So heroin used to be legal. It used to be a medicine that was given out. And then they realised eventually that it is slightly addictive.
Just slightly.
Just
no,
slightly.
It won't be. Yeah, exactly. Yes, I mean, surely if you were curious, if you were the sort of person that thought, oh, I wonder what heroin's like, but I don't think, it's illegal, I don't want to get arrested. But now if you think, well, it's legal, I can just go and buy it, you might just think, I'll go and have a go. I can't see how it's going to reduce dependency on hard drugs, but then I might. What do I know? By the way, Beatrice, I'm not going to abuse ibuprofen. It's just there if I'm feeling because they give you very bad stomach problems. So I'm not really. I don't really take ibuprofen. I take one with a paracetamol. That works very well. And I've only taken 2 of them over the last few days. But at night, you need something at night to help you sleep. We had a bad night last night, though, didn't we? I was coughing all night, Mr. Duncan. So I'm carrying on. I was just trooping through, helping Mr. Duncan with his live stream today because I just, it's nice. I wanted to see you all. Welcome, hello, and just to be part of Mr. Duncan's live stream.
It's lovely to have you here, Steve. Even though you are slightly under the weather at the moment. So Mr. Steve at the moment is under the weather. He's not feeling too well at the moment. He has coronavirus. It is official. I don't have it. Although someone said earlier, Mr. Duncan, you might be asymptomatic. Maybe you have it, but you are not showing the symptoms. Oh,
I can give you a test later. Except in my experience, in the 2 times that I've had COVID, it's always taken 4 days from exposure to the person to developing symptoms. So the last time it was 4 days. This time it was 4 days afterwards. When you had it from me, it was 4 days afterwards. But what I've found is on both occasions, the test is not showing you're positive until at least 24 hours after you've developed all the symptoms.
Yes.
So you are spreading it. So I had a sore throat on Saturday and obviously cold symptoms, but I tested and it was negative and it didn't go positive until late on Sunday night. So it just shows you
yes,
you can have it, and you can be obviously spreading it before the test results show. But anyway, COVID, it's sort of... Can
we just wait a second? Now, we should explain one thing. We're not giving medical advice to anyone. We're not experts on coronavirus, but we have observed from our own experience.
Yes.
So I had COVID last year. Mr. Steve had it last year. He, in fact, gave it to me last year. And now he has it again because one of his stupid friends, actually turned up to a rehearsal for a show that Steve is now in. And he was spreading his germs around and he gave COVID to Mr. Steve. So that's great, isn't it?
Oh, Mr. Duncan, I've lost the live chat. I've pressed something and I don't know how to get it back. Oh, there we go. It's back. It's back. Me and technology.
Yes.
Are we on like a dual split screen? Am I on all the time, or are you just sort of fading me in now and then?
Well, you're there now. Can you see yourself?
I can now, but I
Yes.
couldn't before. So yes, that's
It.
fine.
That's it. So now it's just you. So you're on the screen now on your own. So that's just Mr. Steve on your own. I can't believe I'm having to explain this. And then Mr. Steve is in the corner over there. Look, in his COVID corner. Very nice.
Olga's going.
Yes, Olga is going. She has family affairs. Ah, interesting.
And we're here to talk about all your English challenges that you are having. Have we got a theme for today, Mr. Duncan?
Well, one of the challenges we've had today is getting the microphone to work. I haven't used that particular microphone cable for a long time, so I did it in a hurry and I didn't check the microphone, which is a bad thing, really. Normally I check to make sure that technically everything is working, but today
Naughty, Mr. Duncan.
very
Naughty.
Naughty Mr. Duncan. Christina says we have a lot of problems in the world. How can they think legalizing heroin in Canada would be a good thing? They are crazy. I think so. Well, when you think about it, I think it is all about opinion. And let's face it, everyone has their own opinion about certain things. Whatever your opinion is, maybe you agree with something or maybe you don't agree with it. So I think that's one of the things about having an opinion. So if enough people want something to happen, that is their opinion. And then maybe changes are made because of that opinion that they have.
I think what's happened in Vancouver is that they must have had, I don't know, I'm just speculating here.
Oh.
But I would imagine they've probably had a drugs problem with heroin for a long time. They haven't been able to sort it out and get rid of the drug pushers. So they've basically given up and legalised it. I would imagine that's what's happened because they've basically given up, haven't they? Because you're not going to legalise something like that unless you've been able to bring it on. Because nobody wants people hooked on heroin.
Or anything.
No, so they must have a big problem with drugs in Vancouver. So they've decided that if they can't beat the drug dealers, they'll just legalise it. So I would, I'm speculating here, but I would imagine, they've just given up basically.
Yeah.
It's an admission of failure
Yeah.
by the authorities, isn't it, to control what is a very serious.
I'm going to be honest
drug.
with you. I don't know much about the Canadian drug problem or whether there is one, but they certainly have them everywhere, I suppose. I suppose it's more of the supply of illegal drugs than actually the using of it. That maybe some people feel that that's the thing that should be sorted out. So it's the supply, but as you know, it's rather hard to control that particular thing, especially when you think that it was the British who started it, when you think about it. So we actually started the drug trade, the British, when we decided to get all of the Chinese hooked on, what was it, Steve?
Opium?
It was opium, wasn't it? Yes, opium. And we started that. In fact, Hong Kong was a colony that was set up to deal with all of the money that was made, all of the profits made from our drug trade. It's true. Look it up on the internet. That's where it is. All of those facts and figures.
Quitaiba Alaref is going in a few moments to study English because they have English tests. So they've got to go away and study.
Uh-huh.
So we hope you do well with your with your tests or your exams, and maybe you can let us know how well you've done and what those tests were. It'd be very interesting to know what you... Is this at school or are you studying for yourself? We'd like to know. Please tell us what exactly you were doing. Christina says, how are you spending your day? Well, I'm not as sick as I was the first time.
No. I must admit, you seem worse at night.
Yes, it's always worse at night. Same with a cold. Lying down is, as anyone will know, if you've got a blocked up nose and a sore throat, lying down is very bad because everything seems to get a lot worse. So I haven't felt... Probably Sunday I was not well, and I wasn't well on Monday. But yes, I'm just sort of reading, watching lots of rubbish on the internet.
Yes.
Trying to learn a bit of the music, but I can't really sing, so I can't do that. But I haven't felt so ill that I had to go to bed. Unlike the last time when it was 2 weeks of I felt ill for 2 weeks. I would say this feels just like a very bad cold that has gone onto my chest. So obviously I've got some immunity from before, which is helping excuse me, helping this time. I don't think I helped matters yesterday by deciding to go for a walk.
Well, I did wonder. I thought, I don't think it's a good idea that Mr. Steve goes out for a walk, but he went off and he came back and he was coughing and wheezing.
I just thought, I felt better yesterday. I thought, no, I'm just going to try. But anyway, there you go. You know, I'm still alive and getting better. So we all get these things, don't we? It just feels like a very bad cold this time, but it's annoying because it disrupts your life, doesn't it? Something like this, an illness, a flu. There's a lot of flu around at the moment. I know someone that's had flu recently. It just disrupts your life and what you do, doesn't it? You can't do the things. I mean, now that I know I've got COVID, obviously I got to stay in until I'm negative now, because otherwise I don't want to spread this around to other people.
And the other thing, of course, is I've got to make sure I haven't got it.
Well, that's it. So I'm sort of really hoping that Mr. Duncan doesn't get it, because I might have to do the live stream on my own on Sunday.
I think we both know that's not going to happen.
I can operate all your machinery, Mr. Duncan.
Yeah.
Just let me loose in your studio.
Yeah.
I could just do it from an iPad or something, couldn't I? Anyway, no, I won't. I won't do it without you, Mr. Duncan. Oh, yes. So it's Damascus University and the theatre English test. That sounds interesting. Theatre. Are you involved in the theatre in Damascus? How fascinating. University of the theatre. Yeah. What? When you say theatre, what do you mean by theatre? Do you mean acting, or do you mean some other kind of theatre? But so yes, more details, please. Sounds fascinating. Sounds fascinating. Yeah. Plenty of water. That's it. Plenty of water. No alcohol.
I think actually what they are studying might be English literature and theatre. So maybe it's all to do connected with plays, maybe the works of William Shakespeare, those sorts of things.
Yes, so Vitas is asking, where did I get the COVID? I'll say, you probably didn't hear me at the beginning because of the sound problem. So I'm in these choir groups. I'm in 2 choir groups. And that's where I caught it from. Because somebody... So I went to the choir group last Tuesday and I was sitting right by somebody. There's about 35 people in this choir. I was sitting by somebody who was not well. They were coughing. They said, oh, I've got a sore throat. They were ill. And the next day, an email went out to tell everybody that he tested positive for COVID. So he came to a rehearsal, not well, didn't know he got COVID at the time, but obviously wasn't well. And that's my argument. If you're not well, don't go out into the public. And obviously he was singing by me the whole time, releasing vast quantities of virus. So it's not surprising that I picked it up off him. And that's how I got it the first time. So it just shows you that if you're in close contact with somebody who's talking a lot, singing, that's how you're going to catch it. So I haven't caught it from anywhere else, just from these singing choir groups.
Yes. I would describe that action as irresponsible.
Yes, it is irresponsible because, yes, COVID isn't so serious now, but he didn't know I could be on some immunosuppressive drug.
Yeah.
Or I might have a relative that's sick.
And you are old.
Yes. And, it's irresponsible. Even if COVID wasn't around and he just got a cold, it's not fair to go somewhere knowing that you're going to be in close contact with other people and spreading your germs around.
That's right.
So anyway, that's my rant again for today.
Yes. Well, I suppose if I always say that actions have consequences, and I think this is a very good example of that.
Yes, exactly. So, yeah. Well, this same person that gave it to me is I've always said that we should keep doors and windows open and things like that at rehearsals, and there's always been a lot of resistance to it. But anyway, I don't know if anybody else has caught it, but the last time in the choir, last year when I had it, 6 other people caught it on the same night.
Yes.
And one of those people had got cancer and luckily had finished treatment, but had they been having treatment at the time, it could have been extremely serious. So, anyway, that's it.
Anyway, I will let you carry on with your rest now, Mr. Steve. I don't want to take up too much of your time because you are recuperating.
Booting me off the live stream, are you, Mr. Duncan?
I'm not booting you off.
I think I'll go and have a few more paracetamol. No, I'm not. I'm only taking those at night, Mr. Duncan.
Yes.
All right, then. Well, it's nice to be here, Mr. Duncan.
What I've noticed today, Steve, a lot of your chat has been about drugs.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. Well, lovely to be here, Mr. Duncan, and hopefully we will both be well enough on Sunday. You won't have caught it. I think today's a bit of a key day, 4 days after I first started symptoms. So if you can get through today and tomorrow, I think you're pretty safe.
I think so. I still can't believe it.
But let's wait and see. And my nose is itching. And I hopefully see you on Sunday. Well, I'll definitely be better by Sunday, but hopefully Mr. Duncan will be too.
Yes, we will see what happens. But I will be back on Sunday anyway. Even if I catch COVID from Mr. Steve, I will try to be here. Thank you, Steve.
Enjoy the rest of Mr. Duncan's lesson.
Thank you very much, and hopefully we will see Steve on Sunday. Oh, so that was Mr. Steve from his, well, not from his sick bed, because, well, he is up and around, but he's not feeling too great at the moment, as you can probably imagine, because no one wants to have COVID, if the truth was known. But I'm okay at the moment. I am still COVID-free at the moment, but we will see what happens. So maybe I have caught it, and I'm just not showing the symptoms. Who knows? So thank you very much for your suggestions as well about the situation at the moment with poor Mr. Steve. To be honest with you, most people here in England have sort of forgotten all about COVID. It hardly gets mentioned, even though thousands and thousands of people are still catching it, including Mr. Steve. Oh, hello. Can I say hello to Luis Mendez? Hello, Luis. Nice to see you here as well on the live chat. Very nice to see you here today. Apparently, Lewis has not had COVID yet, but he has had the vaccine. So that might be connected to it, to be honest. It might have something to do with it. So we are hoping that Steve will be back with us on Sunday, and that's when I'm back with you as well. We will be live for 2 hours on Sunday. Just a short one today, and not a long live stream today, just a short one. And I will try also later to sort that problem out with Mr. Steve's microphone. I wonder what the problem was. I do not know. Hello to Beatrice. Hello, Beatrice. Can I say thank you very much, Beatrice, for your lovely donation that you sent to me a few days ago? Can I say thank you very much? And yes, it was very nice of you to send it. Can I say hello to Zudzika? Francesca is here as well. Also, congratulations to Vitas, because you were first on today's live chat. You are probably wondering what I am talking about today. We are looking at something, a habit, a human habit, something that people do. Some people like to do this particular thing. Today we are looking at the subject of spreading gossip and rumours. People like to do it. I think sometimes when people are bored, when they have nothing to do, maybe they like to talk about other people. They like to gossip. So let's have a look at the word, shall we? To gossip is to speak in an idle way. So you speak in an idle way. The word idle can be used in many ways. Idle means a person who avoids work, or maybe they are always inactive. However, we can also use the word idle to mean things that are done carelessly as well. Idle. So idle gossip or idle talk can be described as gossip. You are talking about things in an idle way. Maybe you are just passing the time and you have nothing else to talk about. You start to just share local gossip because you have nothing else to do. You might say that they stood sharing the latest gossip. They stood there, quite often in the garden, or maybe over the garden fence, or maybe perhaps you meet a neighbour you haven't seen for a while, and maybe they have some gossip to share with you. So the word gossip can be used in more than one way as well. A gossip can refer to the thing being said. So a gossip can be a person who is talking about that thing, or the individual doing the gossiping. So gossip can refer to the thing being said. Gossip is a story or a thing that is being spread by other people. There are people saying things about others. We can describe it as gossip. Or, of course, it can be the person who is spreading the rumours or the gossip. So a person can be described as a gossip. There is gossip going around about you. Don't tell her any of your business. She is the local gossip. So we can use that in more than one way. So gossip can be a noun and a verb, depending on how you use it. It is gossip. They like to gossip. She is a gossip. So there are many ways of using those words in sentences. Gossip can also be described as hearsay. When we talk about hearsay, we are talking about things that people have said in conversations, maybe during a moment where you meet someone, maybe a neighbour or a friend, and you catch up. you catch up with the gossip. Some people don't like gossips. Some people don't like to hear gossip from other people. And I think it can be a very negative thing, especially when the things being said are not true. A thing overheard might become gossip. So maybe a person hears another person talking about something and then they tell someone else. They spread the gossip. The thing being talked about may not be true. We might describe this thing as spiteful gossip or hateful gossip. So if you are talking about something, maybe something you've heard from another person, but you haven't confirmed that thing, it might be completely untrue. It might be a lie. So you might be spreading gossip. You might be spreading rumours that are not true. We can describe that as spiteful gossip or hateful gossip. People are saying things that are untrue and they are spreading those things around. Rumour. Here is a word that is interesting. The word rumour is something, again, very similar to gossip. Rumour is something that is being said by lots of people, but it may or may not be true. It is something that has not been verified. So we don't know if that thing is true or not. These days, a lot of people, of course, are blaming the internet. They are saying that the internet is a place where many people spread rumours or things that may or may not be true. They have not been verified. So a rumour is something that is said or something that is said between one person and another, information or news that may or may not be true. It has not been verified. We can also use the word or the phrase rumour mill. The rumour mill. It is a figurative term. We often use this term to state the place where the rumours are coming from. So it's often used figuratively. It isn't an actual place. It isn't an actual building. It is figurative. So you say the rumour mill. The rumour mill. What's the latest from the rumour mill? A place that is figurative. It is figurative. It is used in a way of saying a place or the source or the place where those rumours are coming from. What are people talking about? What is the local gossip? What is the latest rumour from the rumour mill? We can use the phrase tittle-tattle. I like this one. Tittle-tattle. It's fun to say. Tittle-tattle, again, is very similar to gossip. It is idle chat. People are talking to each other about various things, and maybe they are talking about things or stating things that may or may not be true. It is tittle-tattle or idle gossip. I would not believe that. It's just tittle-tattle. I would not believe that. It's just tittle-tattle. Local gossip. People are talking about things that may or may not be true. A person might also be two-faced, and this can happen. This is how gossip can start sometimes. Sometimes when one person tells another person some information or maybe something that they don't want other people to know, then that person will go and tell others. They might even add some information to it to make it more interesting. So a person might be two-faced. They say nice things to your face and then spread gossip about you behind your back. I think this happens a lot in society, and to be honest, I don't like it. So there are a lot of people around who can be described as two-faced. A person might say nice things to your face because they are trying to get your confidence. They want you to tell them all of your secrets, and then they will go and tell other people. They will go around and they will gossip. They will spread rumours. Once again, as I said earlier, those things might be true, they might not. A rumour might be described as the word on the street. The word on the street. People are saying a certain thing. They are talking about a certain subject. The word on the street is that Mr. Steve and Mr. Duncan are going on holiday. The word on the street, the rumour. Of course, it might be true, it might be a lie. You might say that rumour has it. So you might begin a sentence by saying, rumour has it, Mr. Duncan is going on holiday. Rumour has it that Mr. Duncan is moving to another location. Rumour has it that Mr. Duncan is quitting YouTube. But those things are not true. They are just rumours. They are tittle-tattle. They are gossip. So the word on the street might be the thing that people are talking about. You might say that rumour has it. Rumour has it. And then you will tell someone what the rumour is. We can also say that a person spreads gossip. To spread gossip. So there are people who actually enjoy doing that. They actually enjoy spreading gossip. They like to talk to other people and they like to spread information or misinformation if that thing is not true. So to spread gossip, there is always someone who likes to talk about other people. We have one here where I live. There is one person, I won't say who it is, but there is one person who always likes to talk about other people. And that person is not to be trusted with any information. So there are people, especially in areas where there are just a few people living, like where I live. So the place where I live, there are not that many people living there. So here, where I live, there is a lot of gossip. A lot of people like to talk about each other. I think so. So to spread gossip, there's a rumour going about. You might say that something that may or may not be true, you can describe it as a rumour. You might also say there's a rumour going about. There is something that is being spread around. People are saying something about that particular thing. There's a rumour going about. There is a story about a person, an individual, or maybe a group of people that people are talking about. Someone has been saying. Someone has been saying. You might talk about a person. You might talk about the local family who lives around the corner. You might talk about them. Someone has been saying. So you are actually referring to something that other people are talking about. A person who always likes to find out about your business and the things you are doing. And when we talk about business, we mean a person's private life, their business, their private life, the things they are doing in their privacy, in their private moments. So your privacy is the area where you like to be private. But of course, some people like to be nosy. They like to find out all about it. We might describe that person as a busybody, a person who always wants to find out about what other people are doing. They are very nosy. They are inquisitive. Maybe they have nothing better to do. They are a busybody. Sometimes it is good to find out where the gossip is coming from. Sometimes it is good to find out where the source of the gossip is. And this word, source, you might notice, this is where the thing originated. The thing that is being said was said originally by one person. You want to find out where it came from. You want to find out the source of the gossip. I think so. Hello to Tony Harris. Hello, Tony Harris. Nice to see you here. Very nice to see you. I've never seen your name before. So you might say that being a gossip is not a good thing. Spreading rumours, talking about other people. And these days, of course, as I mentioned a few moments ago, these days a lot of people do like to spread rumours and gossip, not just face to face, but also through social media. And I think that's one of the reasons why these days a lot of people do not trust what they see on the internet, because they might be reading gossip. They might be reading something that is not true. And that is one of the problems. The problem with rumours is that quite often they are not true. I think so. Hello to the live chat. I will be going in a few moments. I hope you've enjoyed today's live stream. Something a little bit different. We had Mr. Steve joining us earlier on the live chat, and he is getting better. Now, you may or may not know that Mr. Steve at the moment is suffering from COVID, but he is getting better. And I am hoping he will be all right by Sunday, which is when I am back. So I will see you on Sunday from 2 p.m. UK time is when we are back together. I hope you have had a good one. It's been a good hour together. Beatrice is here. We also have Engshan. Hello, Engshan. Nice to see you here as well. Is it your first time? I wonder. Hello also to Wafei. Hello, Wafei. It seems like a long time since I last saw you here. Welcome back. It's nice to see you here as well. Hello, Nikki. Thank you very much for joining me again today. Yes, you might describe rumours as fumes. They often spread around. I think so. Well, I suppose they are a little bit like viruses as well. So when you think of diseases, maybe if you cough on another person, you spread the disease. You might say also that spreading rumours or gossip is very similar and can be equally as harmful. I think so. I will be going in a moment. I hope you've enjoyed today's live stream. It's been slightly different because Mr. Steve, unfortunately, is not very well. At the moment, for those who are asking, at the moment I don't have COVID. I haven't caught it yet. I suppose there is still time. So as far as I know, I will see you on Sunday, and we will enjoy the English language for 2 hours. Can you believe it? So on Sunday, we are here for 2 hours. Hello to Inna. Hello, Inna Nekoshop, who says, hello from Moscow. Hello, and a big privet to you. Very nice to see you. You are the best teacher ever. Thanks for your work. You are welcome. Thank you very much. I will be going in a moment, and I will see you on Sunday. Hopefully Mr. Steve will be here as well. This is, for the final time today, Mr. Duncan in England saying thanks for watching. See you on Sunday, and all I have to say now is enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Enjoy February, because we have a brand new month to share together. And we will be doing that again on Sunday. And of course, until the next time we meet here, you know what's coming next. Yes, you do. Stay happy, stay safe, keep that smile upon your face as you walk amongst the human race. And of course, ta-ta for now.